Alright. Prime 2. Turn the audio cut back off here. The title screen and cutscenes of this game are really loud for some reason, and the in-game is not. Actually, let me also do this, since I'm sitting a little farther back. I thought about doing this last time, but where is the thing? A little bit of zoom. Maybe now people will be able to tell what's my hair. Alright. So, there are two things I wanted to check, so... Oh, never mind. I'm here. There's one thing I want to check, which was in the light world. I wanted to go back to that hologram, the one that told me the Ing have the beam, the dark beam, go find it. To A, see if it says what I remember it saying, and B, to see if it tells me anything new. Mostly because I'm still mad at it telling me that the Ing had the dark beam when the space pirates clearly had it. Kind of got me on the wrong track for quite a while. So, anyway, we are wherever this is. I scanned everything in here already, right? Alright, I'm in the dark world, so taking damage from stuff. Got some phase on. Make sure there's nothing around that it's new to scan. Oh boy. Huh. Can that like break open or something? No. It just looks like that. Okay. Not really worried about taking damage since I'm in here. What is that? Is that like Backmore? I wish I had any idea of how played through this game, then your cousin made you look like an idiot, huh? How did that happen? This really looks like I should be able to... I can move forward and back in here for sure. Is there like an invisible wall here? I am convinced that I can get this. Don't think they wrote it in the manual. Interesting. Well, I haven't even read the manual, so... I did play Prime 1 on this collection. I still want to know what that's supposed to be. Can I unwarp you? No. Well, I don't want to know what it is if I don't know it, so... Alright, I don't know. I'll come back for it, I guess. I wish I knew what that was. Whoa. Is this back to the first... What did I just... Oh, it's an elevator. Okay. Didn't even realize I could fall off that. I feel silly. Numerous fatal wounds in the back, all from space pirate weaponry. Punishment for cowardice among the commandos. One of 3 locks are offline. Alright, that's cool. I'm down with platforming. I mean, Dark World platforming where, taking a bunch of damage that I can't avoid kind of sucks, but... Lock 2. So glad I've got delicious coffee. There's lock number 3. There's that door that's like above me right now. I've got no idea how to get up there. It looks like it's too far to jump from any of these places, so... Oh, you know what? That's probably like a spider ball track or something, isn't it? Kind of want to like sit here and get health back, but... What are these? Can I... Inkclaw, toxin spewing immobile darkling. Impenetrable shell. Feeds in the flotsam floating in the atmosphere of dark aether and produces waste in the form of a toxic dark vapor. That's a lot of waste this guy's putting out, I'm just gonna say that. I kind of want to see, like, what's down there, if I can... I guess I can fall down. I guess I can get back up. I was going to say, I didn't know if I'd be able to get back up. Or not. I guess there's nothing down here. stuck. It was weird. Small health drops. Anything interesting in this room? It's a white door over there. But I don't have the white beam yet. I'm going to come over here though, just to see. That's not something I can scan, right? No. Okay. I can shoot those. That's annoying. Nothing else in here. What is this? Like, there's all these tunnel-like things. Not really tunnel, but they look like a spider ball track, but they're tubular. Cylindrical? Maybe cylindrical is a better word. Tubular sounds like a level in Super Mario World. Just the light beam. Light beam acquired. Yep. Man, Countess didn't think he was gonna miss anything, but he missed me getting the light beam. Maybe he didn't. He might be watching from dog room. 1.2 decacycles. Target shows signs of phazon radiation poisoning and extreme exposure. Dark Aether's atmosphere. All gear and weapons have been removed from the target. Oh, it's immediately reclosed. Defeat enemies with a light beam to earn dark ammo. Ah. Well, that's kind of nifty. What is this? Webbling. Darkling capable of generating and energizing tensile biomaterial. Creatures immobile and immune to most weapons. The light beam will be able to disrupt and destroy target. Webbling. Spin a network of energized snare lines, then sit in the middle and wait for prey to get caught in it, much like a spider. The webbling is incredibly durable, though it has the darkling weakness to light. Oh. Okay. It's like disintegrates. It's cool, I guess. Alright, so where am I going? I guess I can go this way. There's also a portal there. That portal takes light to energize. There's a door over here, but I can't get there. Gray on that. But there's 2 doors here, so I guess... technically there's 3. That takes super missiles, but maybe there'll be something in here I can get anyway. Or scan or something. Oh, is that the key? Is that the 3rd key? Uh-oh. Just 4 warriors? That's fine, whatever. They can't do anything to me. Switch to just regular shots. As long as they stand in this, they really can't do anything. It's not like this is actually hurting me with the regen from the light. Like, oh, there's more? Okay. Missile drops? Well, there's some. Dark Temple Key acquired. That's the 3rd one, I think. Yep, all Dark Agon Temple Keys found. Key acquired. So I got a super missile door I can't get through. And that's it.
Recording to logbook.
Creatures. Darkling Tentacle. Dimension Warping Ing Tendril. Darkling will open warps and attempt to grapple enemy targets. Dislikes bright light. Can open dimensional portals at will. They use this ability to hunt for unwary prey, reaching out to snatch them with their tentacles. Once ensnared, the prey is dragged to its doom. The tentacles are resilient. Pure light energy can disrupt them. Nothing can destroy them. Great. But I can also just like run through them. Oh, light can actually drop. Well, that's neat. I hadn't seen that before. You know what I should do? Can I scan these? I don't think I've scanned like a lot of the pickups that I can get in this game. I should start scanning them more. Probably missiles and light energy and whatever else. Alright, so where else am I going? I guess I'm going back up here now. I can remember how to get up there. Again, missile pack. Missile ammo 5. Alright, but this isn't where I want to be. Just wanted it for the scan. Kind of hoping for some light ammo to drop so I can scan it before I forget. I don't suppose light destroys this, right? No. It's not. Didn't think so, but it was worth checking. Oh, I should have scanned those. I didn't realize that those were the big ones. Ammo station. It's handy. No, I didn't want to step back into it. Alright, back to Light World. Of course we're making progress. I mean, I stopped in the middle of this area last time, so it's all just been stuff that, like, was straight from where I was. Alright, I kind of want to save. I can go this way now. I can't go this way. I can go this way now, but I want to go. I need to go back to the dark world first to get the energy and bring it to the collector thing here. So where am I? Yeah, I've got all 3 keys. You can see it literally on the screen on the bottom right. On the screen I'm on. It shows all 3 keys. I had 2 of them yesterday. I just got the 3rd one. I got the light beam and I got the 3rd key. Just now. Alright, let me close the map and reopen it because I don't know where I am. Where I am. I guess I may as well look over there while I'm here, but realistically, if I can even get there, actually. Can I get to where that light door is? Walmart was a mistake. Aw, man. I remember one year I went to Walmart on Black Friday. Only once. And, meat section with video games and roped off all but one entrance to it. Wow. That's ridiculous. Why would they do that? I mean, I know why they would do that, but still, why would they do that? How do I actually get to this light spot? Light door. Yeah, I could believe that they were checking that stuff. So I was gonna say, one year I went to Walmart on Black Friday, but I went there at like midnight. It was before all this whole like, oh, we're gonna open at 4 o'clock on Thanksgiving thing. I went there with some friends because we wanted donuts. And, like from their bakery. And it was crazy. Like crazy lines. I don't remember if we waited for it or not. We were just up like playing video games or watching a movie or something, and we wanted donuts, and then it was a mistake. And who goes to Walmart in a trench coat to buy 2 8-gig SD cards? Only 8 gigs? In a trench coat? I don't know. $64 gigs. Okay, okay. That makes more sense. What is this invisible thing? It's a new type of space pirate. Pirate Grenadier. Specializing in grenade combat. Yeah, I've got a few extra SD cards. I think my extras are all 32 though. 32 gig. Experimental Energy Grenade Launcher. Viewed as a mixed blessing to the Grenadier units. While the grenade launchers are powerful weapons, they must leave their rifles behind to carry them. Why? Fast-moving targets at close range, rendering their main weapons somewhat ineffective. 40% of all logbook scans downloaded. They may have minimal close combat ability, but it's enough to push me off the edge. Where's this? Come on. So where am I going? I'm going to check my map 1,000 times before I find my way back to 3 rooms from where I am. You'll be equally shocked to know that in addition to the progress I've made, Countess, I found a bunch of log entries that say that dark guys are weak to light. It's crazy. Are these not the grenadiers? Oh, they are. I can scan this? Found a bunch of things that reference Denzian. I don't remember from Prime 1 at all what that meant. And yet dark doors are weak to dark. I know. That makes me so irrationally angry. Why do that? Why have dark enemies weak to light and dark doors weak to dark? You can't just do that. Alright, let's go back to the Dark World again, because that's my favorite place to be. The tech is probably to scan that from as far away as possible, because it seems that no matter where you scan it from, you end up this cutscene in this exact same spot. So if you're close, you'll move farther away, but if you're far, you'll move close. Gotta save those frames. I should save too. I haven't saved yet. I don't think. I found an ammo station, but I don't think I found a save one. Also still looking for both a big help and a light drop to scan. It's possible that I scanned the big help, but I definitely haven't scanned the light drops yet, because I've only found 1 or 2 of them. None of those. There might have been something specific that dropped them, I don't know. I just want to scan it to have the scan. I'm curious, I've got 40% of all logbook entries. I'm wondering how that corresponds to like my progress through the game. I'd be very surprised if I were 40% through this game. I feel like I'm like 10% through this game. There's the portal up there, and this is where I want to go, right? Is there anything I can do with the dark beam down here? I don't think so. I probably should have just, like, skipped the save and gone the other way from the main room, portal room. But, oh, save. The fact that I hadn't saved at all yet kind of made me want to do that. I know it said you get dark energy for killing things with the light beam, but I'm pretty sure that I didn't kill things with the dark beam when I got the light energy drops. I guess I should also scan the dark energy drops. Does that include this stuff? No. I guess I also don't know if drops are weighted. I know some Metroid games do that, where they give you the thing that you're low on. So if you're low on light energy, you'll be more likely to get light energy. Or in particular health and super missiles and such. Super Metroid does that. That's why you'll get health bombs sometimes when you beat a boss at low HP. If you're low enough, you just get nothing but health drops. I'm gonna be glad I saved, aren't I? Do I want to sit here and wait for health before going through here? I kinda do. Yeah, let's wait a minute. Always save. I mean, I did save at least. Should have saved for buy kills, what I really should have done. Or at least use Hyaruko on that single moth. Still salty about that. If I hadn't wiped, I would have tried to continue. Like if it had just been, oh, I didn't get by kill again. Like I probably would have kept playing. EQ3. It was such a fast start to the run, but Kandar 2 segment kind of brought it back in line. Maybe I should have just kept playing DQ3. It's only tough because, like, doing multiple runs in a row, I get kind of confused about, oh, what personality was this character and whatever else. Alright, time for this dark enemy boss. It's gonna be... Hold on a second. I'm gonna shock you. It's probably gonna be weak to light. Biogenerated power sphere. Sphere provides dark energy to the Morbus. Sphere is impervious to weapons. Scan boss dude. Ooh. Gigantic tunneling guardians. Void target as it enters and leaves the earth. Look for disturbances in the ground. Cannot survive for long if its outer shell is cracked. Drop, missile drops, yes please. Oh. Dark Amorbus. Dark energy charge guardians. Targets gain armor, beam weapon, and regenerative powers when fused to Dark Sphere. Weak spot within mouth detected. Concussive force will deliver heavy damage to it. Morbas can attach themselves to the dark sphere, drawing potent energy from within. They can fire dark energy at light crystals, nullifying safe zones for a short time. You can also channel this into a powerful beam attack. Bioscans indicate a weak spot inside the creature's mouth. Concentrate your fire at this area to damage the Morbas. I don't understand. Oh, do you have to do this? All right. We got two at once now. At least these guys give drops during the fight. Oh, there's some missiles over there that disappeared. Come on. Alright. Cool. Hello, Twin Mold. It's not exactly Twin Mold, but... Imagine if Twin Mold ate you, and then you had to bomb from the inside, instead of using the giant mask thing. Guardian mask, whatever it's called. That was a really big health drop. I really should have scanned it. It's fine, I'm sure there'll be other opportunities. It's only at half health? Jeez. I'm assuming that this next one's gonna be just like 3 at once or whatever, so... probably fine. There's so much health drop in this fight that it's like not scary though. Man, I really wish like missiles just traveled faster in this game. It's so hard to judge how much to lead an enemy by when missiles take like 1,000 years to go anywhere. Having permanently regenerating health while in these light areas, plus all the health drops from these guys, is so ridiculous though. I know I said it a few times, but... like, I don't feel afraid of anything that this boss is going to do to me anymore. I did at the start. Fine, you're doing this dark beam thing, whatever. Cool, you did 100 health. Oh, I want to scan this. Ultra Energy Unit. 100 units of energy. When I'm taking time in a boss fight to scan the health drops, that's when you know, like... probably should have made it a harder boss. In fairness, I guess I found a couple energy tanks that are not guaranteed, but I don't think I ever dropped under 200. Maybe the first cycle when I was figuring out what to do. I wasn't even really trying to avoid damage at certain points though, because I just didn't care. Yep, got him. Is this a suit upgrade? This gravity suit? Is this a don't take damage from the dark suit? Dark suit acquired. Less damage to you. Not no damage, but less damage. Okay, that's a lot less damage. Kind of easy on purpose because you don't have the dark suit. I mean, that's... I guess that's fair. Like, he does take out the light crystals and stuff, but there's still a lot of light around to be safe in. In fairness, most of the bosses have been pretty easy so far. The only one that wasn't really easy was the very first one, somewhat ironically. Just because you have so little health and he did quite a bit of damage, at least on this difficulty. It's probable that on normal... That's the other thing, is I'm playing on veteran, so like if I were playing on normal, then I'd probably be really disappointed again. Even the easy stuff, like, it's been enough that I have to, like, play the game. It's not really, like, unfairly easy or unfun easy. It's just, like, not difficult so far. The end of Prime 1 had a couple things that were reasonably tough, though, so I'm expecting this game to do the same. Like, I don't really have a problem with the difficulty. It's kind of standard Metroid difficulty, right? You explore around, you get a bunch of power-ups, extra health, and nothing's usually that tough. Alternatively, you can go through it with finding nothing, and then the game becomes very difficult. So, pretty normal in that regard. I'm hungry. Oh boy. Warriors. I don't really have anything to eat either. I've got a little pulled pork left, but I made that last Saturday, so I had some last night and it was fine, but it's like 5 days old now. I'm starting to it's a little too long for leftover for me to really trust it. How do I get back there easily? I've got a pot pie I could make, I guess. And, got some Hot Pockets. boy. Oh, these are just the space pirate grenadier guys. Okay. Hello, ping pong? Hello? I didn't think I was going to need to save after that boss, but these guys randomly showing up are making me regret that. Also typical Metroid game where like all of a sudden one room will have an enemy encounter that just owns your face. Those random space pirates were way more difficult than the boss was. It's amusing, but go this way so I can hit the save point. Would have died out of the dark suit? Yeah, I believe it. It's probably why they don't spawn those enemies until you have the dark suit. Does the dark suit, no, let me check this first, but I was wondering if the dark suit, also, if it's like gravity or whatever, where it also reduces damage you take. Just in general. Increases your defensive shielding. I assume so. I assume it increases your defense. Although it didn't seem to be a whole lot. All right. Wait, is this actually where I want to go? Hold on. Where am I going? Yes, this way. To the left. And I'd be cool with it if these guys didn't want to start showing up everywhere. At least those are the... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know. Getting the Grenadiers confused with the flying guys. Unless there's overlap between the two, which is possible, I suppose. Flying Grenadiers. Alright, so I can open the door over there, but I gotta go bring this energy first, so... That's what we're gonna do. Well, I guess I don't have to do it first, but it's the thing I'm supposed to do next, so... You know what I also want to do? I put my glove. Wiimote's starting to hurt my hand. You know what was really hurting my wrist was trying to solder. The soldering iron? Like really hurt my hand after a while, or my wrist after a while. It's like holding it up at whatever angles. Kind of like manipulate it. I really should figure out why this input viewer isn't working. I gotta figure out how the Arduino stuff works in general. Figure out, is it like not receiving the signal at all, or am I in the wrong, have stuff connected to the wrong pins, or what? I got everything hooked up the way I think I'm supposed to. Cooking Mama 2 speedrun for Thanksgiving, oh boy. Haptic zap. Iodine. Careful, don't burn all your MP so you can't cast Bahoma anymore. It's a 2.5-hour run of Cooking Mama 2? Who would actually play that? I mean, I've never played Cooking Mama, so I actually have no idea. Maybe it's fun, but 2.5 hours of it seems like a long speedrun for that. It's a race, so at least 2 people. Huh. I am hungry. I'm gonna keep repeating this until I eat something, so I'll probably be saying it for a while. I meant to get some milk at the store so I could at least make mac and cheese. Yesterday when I was there. How long has this guy been dead? 1.5 decacycles ago. I don't believe you. There's no way that you knew that. Okay, let's see where else I can go. Like, this is the obvious place to go next, right? This looks like an elevator to the next area. But let's look around and see if there's anything else that seems like it'd be worth backtracking for. Probably not. Like, there's obviously stuff that I'm gonna have to backtrack for later. This pink door, there's the pink door here that needs the boost ball. Needs the translation thing, needs power bombs. I can't even get back through here. Ship thing, I can't get up. Okay. So definitely, this is definitely the way to go. Huh. Alright. Seems so incredibly unnecessary, but... Speaking of, seems unnecessary, man. Wait, that needs power bombs. Power bombs. Hello in all these hours. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I don't have to work today, so that's happy enough for me. I don't really celebrate like any holidays, so it's mostly just a day off from work.
Recording to logbook.
Logbook. I can go no further. Here in this reactor, I go to join my fallen mate in final rest. I die with honor. Shame falls. Oh, you work in retail. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I work like, that's an office job, so I get today and tomorrow off. It does mean the last 3 days kind of sucked because a bunch of people took this whole week off, so we were really short-staffed. So it was kind of a stupid week. Even though it was short. The key I seek reaches its destination, and my brothers find my burden. Way to the Sky Temple will be opened at last. Sky Temple. Brings me back here, though. Alright. We're gonna be back to the... We're gonna get stuck phase of the game. The question is, what can I do with the light beam? What could I not get to that needed the light beam? There's still those, like, purple crystal things that I don't know what to do with. I still think it's going to be grapple, because it looks like they move. I could go check it out, though. Let's check the Dark World real quick to make sure there's nothing in Dark World that, like... There's that gray door. Interesting. In cache 1 and in cache 3. Oh, well, that's what the super missiles do, I guess. In cache 4. There's that portal that I can't get to. So... I guess my plan is going to be to go back up. Where's the elevator? Over there. Plan's gonna be to go back up and see if there's anything I can do up there, I guess. I don't mind using the Wiimote too much for it. It's okay. I played a little bit of Prime 1 with the Wiimote back, or with the GameCube controller, I mean, back when it first came out. But when I actually played through all of Prime 1 last year, I played it on this version, so I kind of got used to it. I wish you could control, like, turning speed a little bit more. But mostly I dislike these like radial menus that you have to point at to change weapons. I find those a little bit irritating. But regular gameplay is fine. Yeah. That's what people told me after I played the Prime 1, because it works the same way in Prime 1. Stick would have been a lot nicer. While I'm generally not a fan of, like, quote-unquote motion controls, to me this isn't really motion control, it's just like, I don't know, using it for aiming feels different than gestures, I guess is where I'm going with what I'm trying to say. And I don't mind using it for aiming. Oops. That just, like, zoomed to me. Just like on the Switch or the 3DS, I don't really mind the gyro controls for doing, like, fine-tuned aiming. I think a lot of it's because I mostly play first-person games on PC with a mouse, so, like, I've never really been used to aiming with a joystick in general, so I don't feel like I'm missing the console experience by not using a joystick to aim or something. This is where I want to go, right? Let's make sure I'm heading the right way. Yeah, straight ahead. I'm not convinced this is, like, the right way to go, but it's where I'm going to go. There's also this stuff still that I don't know what to do about any of that. There's two things I want to check. One is I want to check any of those purple crystals that look like they move but I couldn't move before. The other thing I want to check is that central room where there was the hologram that told me I needed the dark beam earlier. The one that led me astray by telling me the Ing had it. I want to check those two things. Purple crystals, dark room. And I guess maybe I'll check the gate that I can't get through to see if, like, either the dark or the light beam happen to be able to break through it, but I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's made by one of those random materials that I haven't found a way to break yet. Up there. Right? Maybe? I think this is right. Oh hey, that does actually do that. Okay. Interesting. So we got a portal here. So that's one thing I could do. I'm not going to come in here yet, though. Two things I want to do. I want to, A, go back to the landing site and see about, like, what's over here. And two is I want to go back up here. But, oops, let me actually figure out how to get to the landing site first. Let's do that first. Turn around and then... Yeah, this map is hard. Yeah, go to the right. And then pretty much go straight through here. I do kind of want to go back down that way. Let's go down there. This was like the tutorial-y kind of area. But I've been saying I want to come back down here and see if I missed anything for a while. I don't remember when I was doing the intro area if there was anything that I walked past that... Oh, we got the woo 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 music here. Missile expansion. There was something to come back here for. I mean, a missile expansion's pretty minor, but... But it's better than nothing. Let me actually do this while I'm here. No? Trying to see if they'd give me what energy I could scan. What does this place look like? I'm sure I've already been in here, but let's see what it was. Oh, that was the bomb slot, okay. Going backwards to this area is kind of awkward too. Considering this was the start of the game. Hello? Door? I got turned around too. Didn't I? Oh no, this is right. Yeah. Beware. What? Arc Missile Trooper. Where's this guy come from? Wait, I'll bet he's weak to light. Okay, I got him. Yep. I was scared for a minute. It was, level of deduction. I know. When literally every dark enemy in the game has been telling me, this guy's weak to light. Kind of sick of hearing it. I guess I can't get back up this way, though. That's disappointing. That's really odd that they would put that there. Countess, do you know, or anybody, do you know when that boss is first available? Like, can you just immediately turn around and go back there and fight him, or... I guess it probably wouldn't be until after you get missiles, right? Because he drops a missile pack. But maybe you can get missiles, like, right away. I don't remember missiles being really, like, significant in this game, though. In terms of when you find them. You already had missiles? Oh, okay. Couldn't really remember like when stuff got taken away versus whatever. Versus when you got them back. Man, this coffee is so good. It's French toast flavored coffee, and I don't think it really tastes like French toast, and sometimes it's got like a chemically kind of taste to it, but it's still really good. Did I never scan this? Oh, I guess I never scanned it after it, the other one after it moved. I also guess I never scanned my ship. Oops. I still want to know where that portal goes, the one that I went past. But, oops. Logbook. 1 and 2 are like the most clumsy buttons on the Wii remote. Breach my armor, the poison spreads. I found the key, it's too late for me, soon my light will fail. They know I'm here, they'll come to this site to plunder the key. My last stand shall be at the edge of the temple grounds. I only hope I have the strength to fight when they arrive. Is this the key to the Sky Temple? Is that what he's talking about? Is that what they're plundering? Huh. This room is weird. Super missile door. Still don't have super missiles. Thanks, Spore Spawn. And Super Metroid gives you super missiles way sooner than, like, any other Metroid game. You know, this kind of looks like it could be a key room in the Dark World. What is this room called? It's just called Service Access. Okay. So probably not, but it still looks like it could be. Statue of Illuminoth Warrior. Really? That's a statue of a warrior? Perished due to lack of nourishment, remained at her post despite the fact that she was starving to death. Stay hungry. This is a statue of a warrior. I don't see it. I don't see the resemblance. I wonder. This does a shotgun kind of thing, right? When charged up. What about this? If I stand sufficiently far back, does the shotgun effect? No. It does not. Alright. So, dead ends this way. So, back to the ship, we'll refill ammo, and then I'll go through that portal, I guess. I feel like there was another crystal somewhere that I could shoot the light energy at, but I don't remember where. And I might just be misremembering. So I'm not going to go scouring for it yet. Unless I get walled somewhere. Like that would ever happen. Eyes emoji. All right. Yeah. Regarding the Wiimote thing, I feel like I was the one person who enjoyed Link's crossbow training on the Wii. I remember playing that game a lot. I didn't buy it. My mom bought it because she thought it was fun. And she was never very good at it, but I remember playing it a few times, like somewhat casually, and like immediately getting platinum or whatever the highest rank was on most stuff. But I remember thinking the motion controls for that were really fun. I might be a monster. Just need to be energized. Alright. Portal. Where does this go? Plane of Dark Worship. Hand-eye coordination. Yeah. That's fair. I feel like the Wii Remote also is just going to depend a lot on like how well you have it calibrated and how close versus how far away you are. Like I'm sitting pretty close to my screen. Like I don't know. The sensor bar is maybe like 4 feet away from me, if that, 3 feet away from me. And I'm like barely more than arm's length from my monitor. But it's probably a little too close. There's a missile expansion here in the light world. What's here in the dark world? Absolutely nothing. Alright, so it's another dead end. For now. Until I can do whatever with these. The Wii Remote is bothering my wrist a bit. Since I'm sitting so close, really, I have to do everything with my wrist. I can't, like, move my arm around or anything. So, all of the effort for playing this comes into my wrist, and I hurt my wrist in college. By falling on it. I don't know if I've ever had a Wegmans cookie or not. There's no Wegmans in the eastern part of the state, so I've been there before, but not super often. I've probably had their cookies before, though. I certainly understand the wonders of, like, good cookies, though, regardless. I definitely know that struggle. What kind of cookies are they? Like, what flavor? I'm a big fan of either peanut butter or oatmeal raisin. Chocolate chip is fine too, but... No, we don't have Wegmans out here. Like I said, none in really the eastern part of the state. It's not until you get past, like, maybe Syracuse or something where they start showing up. Maybe closer or farther than that. I don't, like, I'm not 100% sure, but... I don't remember this store. Giant or Publix? No. Nope. We've got, Hannaford. We've got Market 32, which used to be Price Chopper. It's, like, rebranded. And those are our grocery stores where I live. And there's like one or two local grocery stores. But even when I used to live in like Albany area, I feel like everything was Hannaford and Price Chopper. No real like good grocery stores. There's Whole Foods in Albany, I guess. I guess this was the right place to go. Valor honors Illumina, those who have passed and those who remain here under my protection as they sleep in deep stasis. Be on guard, for the Ing do not suffer defeat lightly. They will surely seek revenge for your actions. Are you really an Ing? Are you gonna seek revenge? The energy lost from the desert region, they will increase their efforts in other lands. Detect unusual amounts of Ing activity in the Torvis sector. The enemy is on the move. Swamplands of Torvis are treacherous and can hinder you considerably. Bear this in mind as you move through the bog. Seek the Temple of Torvis. More knowledge awaits you there. May the light of Aether serve you well. Torvis is cool. Well, that's good. Because this area was pretty lame. Argon. He wanted to say Argon, but... Agon. Or Egg-on. Angsty Q9. So... Stuff rotated again. I think. Oh, this was the third one.
Recording to logbook.
Harmony class drone. Rogue maintenance unit. Roving mechanoid with energy-based attacks. Avoid direct contact. Designed to be free-roaming, independent cleaning units, so it's a Roomba. They use focus energy beams and kinetic pulses to perform their duties. I wish Roombas did that. Unfortunately, they now consider all living things as filth that must be cleansed from the world. I don't wish Roombas did that. On second thought... Oh yeah, these guys are attracted by power beam, right? I think that's a thing. Yeah. Or, not power beam, charge beam. Anything scannable in here besides this? I guess not. Temple grounds. Where am I? Oh, I'm behind the super missile door. Well, that's interesting. There's a power bomb door over there. Huh. Let this gateway forever protect our sacred temple. May you find enlightenment and peace. Bees. Yep. All good video games must have bees. Bees? Peace rhymes with bees. Kinda. What does that have to do with anything? New lore entry. Cataclysm. Starborn terror burnt through the heavens and struck Aether with an untold might. We all expected the world to shatter, but Aether held. There was great devastation, however. The green plains of Agon were scorched forever, and the forest of Torvus was engulfed and racked by the seas. See, the skies burned for days, casting darkness over the land. Peace and bees do not rhyme. However, peas and bees would rhyme, you know, like easy peasy. Could be easy beasy. And that would, that shouldn't happen. The dropout homeowner. With a dog. Don't forget the dog. I don't think the dog will let you forget the dog. He also has a dog. Oh, okay. Resentment. You know what I sense? I sense that I'm hungry. It's been a while since I said that, so I felt the need to say it again. I mean, in general, I feel like the most valuable part of most degrees, not all, but most degrees, is like, it gets you an interview somewhere. I've also run into jobs that just like flat out require a degree. Like they won't interview you if you don't have one, or they won't accept you if you don't have one. You can use these creatures to block access to areas. Yeah, I'm glad I went to a 4-year school also. Like, I feel like, I probably got, well, I don't know if I got my money's worth out of it because fucking expensive, but, I definitely got both, like, skills out of it as well as opportunities, but I don't use anything that I directly learned. Like, I work in IT, and my degree was information systems and business processes, but I don't really work with their information systems. I work with, it's mostly like ERP systems is what my degree was in, like SAP. But I work in networking and server admin. But, hold on. Yeah, my first IT job was for a small local ISP/telco. So, I know you're enough with that. Although, I got that more because I knew people than because of my degree. Well, I got it because I knew people and I knew Linux, and I needed a Linux admin. Release unit by energizing nearby bomb slot. That's enough. Does this like raise me up or something? Oh yeah, it does. Oh, do I need to... If I hit that again, will it toggle it back off to relower the thing? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter then. Well, it will matter, but it's fine. As long as I... Nope. What is the deal with this? Really random, just have that one spot that's... Oh, this is gonna lower that, isn't it? I was thinking that they were all gonna be on the right side for some reason. Alright. This one's on the left of it. This is the only one on the right side. Okay, so I just did it backwards. But yeah, I feel like most of the stuff that I learned in college was like non-technical stuff, like dealing with people and having to do stupid stuff that no one actually wants to do. Presenting, I guess, is another one. I had a lot of classes that made me do presentations and that sort of thing. Some technical writing type stuff. And those skills are useful. More than the actual, like, technical knowledge. It's like general communication. College made us take so many points of, I guess I called them communication credits, but basically a lot of classes that required you to present or write would be worth one or more communication credits. Like, writing was usually worth 1 communication credit, and a lot of presentations were normally 2, and I think you needed like 10 or 12 communication credits, something like that. And, oh no. I hit jump, and then I fell. Seriously? Do I have to go ride that stupid thing again? That's obnoxious. Those enemies better not be back. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if they are, but... But I definitely feel like one of the things that I'm good at and that is useful in my job is just being able to explain technical things to people who are not necessarily technical. And presentation and writing and stuff helped a lot with that. Alright, I don't know where this is going to take me, because this is like back into the light world, just... I haven't gone that far from where I came from, but maybe it got me past a door or something? Where am I? I guess it got me past that super missile door. I don't want to jump back down there, but... I guess that's funny. Can I scan these guys? Dark pirate trooper. music here is a little bit better. It's also a little bit louder, though. Kind of maybe a little too loud. Compared to where I was. Like, I'm gonna leave it, but if there's any issues with volume or anything, let me know. This area suddenly seems a lot louder than the other ones. This game's done that a lot. It's one of my biggest complaints with it. It's like the volume is all over the place. Yeah, the music is good. It's just like some things in this game are really quiet and then other things are randomly super loud. It's annoying from like a stream standpoint, trying to audio balance, or even just playing it. Like, I feel like it's never the same volume. I could compress it, but I really don't want to. I've got a compressor on if it gets too loud, but I don't think this is quite getting loud enough for it to kick in, or just barely if so. I also don't really expect it to be a problem. Whenever I find another save point, I'm going to take a small stretch break, use the bathroom, etc. I don't really have anything to snack on. I've got some peanuts, but that's about it. It's either like make Hot Pockets, or put in a pot pie and eat it in an hour, or go out and hope some place is open.
Recording to logbook.
Torva's Bearer Pod, living storage units. The place you saw open was Denny's. Well, you don't have a Denny's here, so I don't have that option. Air purification. Lack of maintenance. Within the next 3 cycles, it'll cease to function. Cycles still just aren't defined. Day, year, other. It's a pretty big difference if that'll stop working in 3 days or 3 years. Torva's Bog. I don't know, I'm kind of hoping that like later this evening, like it's kind of late enough now, that like, I don't know, Taco Bell or something will be open, Wendy's, something like that, McDonald's. Even if I've got to wait till like midnight or something, I don't care. I mean, I kind of care because I'm starving, but... Came to the lagoon in the night, delivering true death blows before I could detect them. As my life faded, I sent a call for the cadre to warn of this surprise attack. May they find my key and dispatch the Ing who killed me. Only then will my final rest be peaceful. What are they talking about finding their keys? Like... Just like put them on your counter or on your dresser or something, you know? Shredder, exploding flying plant. A beeper? Okay, Joshy D. The shredder spends most of its life in the earth. When agitated, it will spring from the ground, and begin to fly towards its foe. To reach its target, the shredder will explode with considerable force, releasing a cloud of thorns as it does. Shutters are resilient but can be eliminated with concentrated weapons fire. Thinking clappers, yes. Two to turn on the TV and 3 to turn on the lights or something. Other way around? I don't know. Whatever he said on Twitter. Oh no.
Recording to logbook.
Hidlings, aquatic miniature herd animals. Travel in large swarms. Contact with targets can cause minor damage. Small water dwellers, they travel in packs for safety, roaming the water in search of bits of food. Only defense is a bite, though their small teeth are sharp enough to pierce metal. Let's scan this while we're at it. Bridge currently not receiving power. Scan control post to energize it. Okay, bridge to open the gates. Alright. Anything down here under the water? Besides this roaming pack of hydralisks. I don't remember what it said they were called, hidlings or something, but I'm gonna call them hydralisks. You know, I really want to go out of here. I really want to go into that missile door and see if there's a... if I can get back up there. See if there's like a save point or something. I don't really like leaving unopened doors that I haven't gone into past, just because, yeah. So I don't like walking by save points. Alright, stepping away for a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Oh man, when I said earlier that I could go to the liquor store and play Drunk DW1, I forgot I actually have vodka, because I haven't drank it in months. So I could have done that without going to the liquor store. Although I don't have a ton of vodka. And I don't really have anything good to mix it with. I only have Powerade. Yeah, vodka's gross by itself, but vodka mixed with stuff is fine. I like vodka and Monster usually, or Rockstar, or one of those energy drinks. I certainly won't drink it straight. Bourbon is usually my drink of choice, but I also like some beers, like IPAs and lagers. hoppy beers, not malty beers, basically. But I haven't really been drinking the last couple months. Except for last weekend when I had, I tried that gingerbread rum my parents bought me. Besides that, I haven't had any alcohol in a couple months. Intentionally so.
Reporting to logbook.
Torvis Hang Pod. Crucial munitions and supplies. What about this? Bible attach point for the grapple beam. Oh boy. My hot take is that the grapple beam is usually the worst part of Metroid games. I don't know if it's really a hot take or not, but... The bridge is composed of a number of unknown alloys. Despite evidence of numerous assaults, the bridge remains intact. The structure is indestructible, by conventional terms.
Reporting to logbook.
Shrieker, flying plant. Burst from the earth to take flights, fire sonic blasts, generate stealth field that disrupts most visors. Man, these rooms are like really dumb. This is a portal chamber. Hey look, there's a portal, alright. I don't know if I actually want to go this way yet or not. Oh, does this lower the bridge? Alright, well I can get back to that save point now. What was in that other room though? This one here. There's still more doors off of here. I don't really know which way I should go first. I guess let's try this since I'm here. I kind of want to like resave. I don't really know why I would care about saving, considering like it hasn't really felt necessary to save very many places. At least in the light world. In the dark world where I'm taking damage, it's a little different, but I intentionally died there a few times. It's a boss fight? Or is this just like a harder than normal enemy fight? Grunchler, water-based reptilian predator, well armored and deadly at any range. Back shell is vulnerable to explosive blasts. Alright, I guess just like random enemies. Nothing fancy.
Recording to logbook.
Bloat sac. Gas generating platform. Creates beneficial gases. Poisonous sap keeps it from being eaten by most creatures.
Recording to logbook.
Sentinel crystal used to monitor key sites. Used by Luminos soldiers to observe tactical areas during the war. Most are still broadcasting to Umos. That's sketchy. Get crunched. Online, its control system is missing, unable to move the bridge to a new position. Oh, it's in the other dimension. And there's a portal. Alright, well, before I go through that portal, I want to come back over here. I feel like it's going to end up being a waste of time. I'll also save while I'm here, I suppose. That's annoying. Come on. I should blow up those sack things with dark energy too. See if I can get more light energy. I got some. Alright, let's go back this way. What did we have? We had the light door to the right that I can't get to from here. Can't do anything with that translation door because I don't have the right thing for it. There's an energy tank here though. Is this going to make it worth having come back for? I guess not at the moment. There's another door above this out here though. I probably need to hit that. One of those black dark doors. I saw the thing for that just a second ago, didn't I? No? Oh, that's what I saw. That's what I'm thinking of. You really want closer range? Alright. We'll do this the right way. Alright, speaking of the right way, how do I actually get back there? I guess this way. So as expected. That was a waste of time, but that's okay. I didn't actually expect to get anything new here, since it's... This game feels a little bit more on-railsy than Prime 1 did. Like, yes, I know I got lost on that one stupid thing. Or stuck, but... There seem to be, like, a lot fewer things you can do at any given point in time than in Prime 1. Like, it railroads you a little bit more. Not necessarily a bad thing, but... It means that stuff like this, right? Like, oh look, there's 4 different doors I can go through, but 3 of them are just dead ends. And they all require different things, which means even when I find the next thing, 2 of them are going to be dead ends. Again, not always, but... seems to be kind of a general trend. Those enemies are really annoying. Back to the Dark World. Do I scan one of these portals?
Recording to logbook.
Man, it's starting to feel like playing DQ again. I don't know what DQ, but...
Recording to logbook.
4. 4 is probably the least likely one I'd play right now. Well, not least likely, but... I'd play 3 or 5 before 4, I think. Either go back to doing runs of 3 SFC, or play around with 5 PS2. I don't want to do runs of 3, though, without food. Dragon Warrior 2. I mean, Dragon Warrior 2 is okay.
Recording to logbook.
I'll play Dragon Warrior 2 if Countess races me. And if I have time to get food first. Also, spoiler alert, I won't actually race DW2 even if Countess races me. Simple solution, Countess, just get world record. And then you can still buy your turkey. Because you'll be done. Oh, that's true.
Recording to logbook.
Vulnerable when it opens its mouth to attack. I don't even know what the point of fighting that guy would be, but... That's a power bomb door. Can I go nowhere from here? There's 2 doors up there, but... Where are those doors? To the left and up. Yeah, I cannot get up that high. Alright, I guess that for now literally only served for me to move the bridge. That's a really lame use of that, but... I haven't scanned one of these light portals yet. One of the activated light portals. It is. These are a new type of enemy? Dark Pirate Commando. Will phase out of local time-space. Oh boy. Only huntering allowed to possess the commandos, and the competition for that right is fierce among them. The huntering ability to phase out of local time-space carries over to the Dark Pirate Commando. They will fire bursts of dark matter enemies along with experimental EMP grenades stolen from the space pirates. Second one's still alive. Yes, it is. Missile expansion. Why is there a random missile expansion just like sitting there? Reminds me of the one on the way to Wave Beam in Super Metroid. Just like completely in your way. Or Bob. Never forget when Bob Skip was a meme. Anyone doesn't know what Bob is, I'm not explaining it. Alright, I'll explain it. So, in Metroid Fusion, there's one missile pack that's
Reporting to logbook.
it's like in a morph ball tunnel. So like you can't avoid it. And the low percent category for Metroid Fusion used to be 1% because the only way, because there was no way to skip Bob, and then somebody found a way to skip Bob. So they called the missile Bob because like, oh, what do we call this missile tank that no one can skip? Oh, why don't we just call it Bob? Like, you call it anything, why not Bob? There might have been more of a reason, but the missile pack was called Bob, and you couldn't skip it. And then somebody found a way to skip it with a shine spark, but it required, like, I don't remember, like you had 10 frames to do 7 presses or something like that, so like 8 presses for charging the shine spark or something. I don't remember exactly how it worked, or maybe it was like the jumps were either like 5 in a row, frame perfect inputs in a row, or like 7 jumps with only a couple frames of wiggle room, or something very precise. Basically, it was like TAS only, effectively, so 1% was always the low percent run for Metroid Fusion, because you had to get Bob. And then eventually I think somebody found a human viable setup for Bob skip. So I think it's now, I think 0% is now like an actual Fusion category. But yeah, that's hence my comment about Bob. I say 0%. It's because Fusion doesn't count the, I forget what they're called, the X something, the upgrades that you get from the cores, the X cores or whatever. Those don't count as percentages. So you can still get all the required major upgrades. Just can't get any energy tanks or missiles or anything like that. Or maybe you get like one missile pack that's required. I don't remember. But oh boy. Grapple beam spots. I wonder if I'm gonna get grapple beam soon, guys. Oh great, these things grab you and spit poison at you. Oh, was I supposed to... I'm really confused as to where I'm actually supposed to go. Drops me back up here. I guess that just gets me that missile expansion, if I grapple to that. Oh, I couldn't jump off the, that enemy. Kinetic Orb Cannon. Orb Cannon. What is this, Denzium? a dick. What are these? Statue of a warrior. These still don't look like... Found like a bunch of these things. They still don't look like warriors to me. Or like anything. What's this? Oh, I can actually go down there. This is where that energy tank was. Hell yeah. Can't get back up that way. That's fine, I don't mind going around here. I think it needs dark on this other side too, right? Yeah. Alright, load? Oh boy. Hey, I want to scan the ship. Gone? It's gone. Light ammo depleted. Alright, let's kill things with dark ammo then. Oh boy. Super missiles? Super missiles? Did I just beat Spore Spawn? Yo, Spospo is down. I got supers. Uses 5 missiles. Oh, I forgot how awful super missiles are in Prime. I hate the input that's needed for these things. Charge and then press down? Like, who thought that was a good idea? Oh, is this the temple? Now I've unlocked about 10,000 doors that I've gone past, though. And another 10,000 spots of Denzium that... Hell if I remember where all those are. Heavy combat damage subjects show signs of numerous ing possession attempts. All failed. Resisting these assaults would require incredible stamina and psychic durability. Automated message initiated. Message. Lore. A great warrior comes to the Temple of Torvus. May you succeed where I failed. I am Avak, the last sentinel of this temple. Heed my words carefully. As you can see, this temple has been crippled by the ravages of war. While the main chamber has been mostly preserved, the remainder of the temple has been flooded. You must use your abilities to venture into these flooded areas and find the keys you need to enter the Dark Temple. The waters of Dark Aether are foul and venomous. Avoid them if you can. Translator module can access devices and doors coded with emerald holograms. Search the area is now open to you. The Ing will seek your light with great zeal. Do not underestimate them. Great, so now I've got a translation and super missiles to unlock new areas. Time for talk is over. Good hunting, and may the light of Aether guide your aim. I'm going to scan this again, because the last one, when I came back here, told me to find the dark beam thing. I kind of want to scan this dude again and see if he says anything about what to do next, besides use the emerald thing. Find the keys to the Temple of Dark Torvus, conquer the miserable place. That's it. Alright. Anything else here? Lore?
According to logbook.
New lore entry has been downloaded to your logbook. The world warped. How many decacycles has he been dead for? Amidst this turmoil, we discovered many disturbing anomalies. Spatial disturbances appeared across the land, objects went into a state of dimensional flux, atoms divided between Aether and somewhere else. There was little time to ponder these strange happenings, for we had to deal with the devastation of our lands. Alright. He's been dead for so many decacycles. And he'll be dead for so many more. Path below these hallowed grounds is yours to follow. Oh. I don't know if I want that. Like, there's other stuff to do too. Other places to go. Got a door. We got a super door. Oh, I guess going out the super door is fine. What's in here? This is like an actual place. Nowhere near a save point either. So I can probably get through this T door now. And there was definitely some Denzium up here. I kind of want to go back out here, honestly, before going this way. Let's do that. Take this path out. Be really quick to get back here, it's not a big deal. First things first, check out this door. Map room. That was worth grabbing. The maps in Prime 2 have been a lot... I don't want to say harder to find, but... less common, I guess. Less obvious? I don't know. Oh, that'll bring me to there. Alright. Maybe they were less obvious than I remember in Prime 1 also. Oh. I guess Denzium isn't super missiles. Alright, well. That cuts down on things that I have to remember. Well, increases that one thing I need to remember for now, but... decreases my options for where I can go from here. Finally got the scan on the dark beam. Hello. And the light beam ammo. At least light 5. Oh, that was a light 10. There was a 5 and a 10. Wasn't there? Dang it. Wait. Where am I? Oh yeah, this is the right way. There's also... Can I get there? I can. No idea where that's going to take me, besides down below. Heavily damaged by exposure to unknown chemicals. Heavy chemical damage. I don't think I want to go down here yet, but... 'cause this looks like it goes to a new area. Maybe one that I can't even get to yet. Based on the map. Oh, maybe not.
Recording to logbook.
Bog Champ. Yep. I'm not going to stick around in this area, though. I'm going to go back up and go to that other, other room that I could get to before going in here. This looks like I'm gonna want gravity suit or something. Let's hit the save point first, though. It's been a while since I found one of these. Always save. If there's one thing that Evil Ash has taught the world, it's that Chrono Cross is an amazing game. But if there are two things that Evil Ash has taught the world, it's that Chrono Cross is an amazing game and always save. You've not learned either of these lessons? Becoming friends, I'm glad to hear it. Countess, you should play Chrono Cross sometime. It's pretty great. Oh boy, one of these dudes. How do I fight him in this tiny area? I mean, Chrono Trigger is also very good, but I would say I probably enjoyed Chrono Cross more than I like Chrono Trigger. But I've played Chrono Trigger like 6 times, and I played Chrono Cross once, so I don't know that I can like really say that. New lore entry. The Ing attack. The day came when space was torn asunder, revealing dimensional rifts to a dark place. Horrible dark swarms streaked forth from these rifts, engulfing nearby creatures and transforming them into what we would come to call darklings. Dark creatures became our enemies, and peace came to an end. I think Chrono Cross is good for like very different reasons to Chrono Trigger. And I definitely feel like Chrono Cross is a much more unique game than Chrono Trigger. Like, Chrono Trigger may as well be like another Final Fantasy game in a lot of ways. But there's nothing that I would compare, nothing I've played that I would compare Chrono Cross to. Weaken this tree. Several parts of the tree have begun to rot due to exposure to phazon and densium. Right. Oh, these guys look new. Eric Commando. Oh, I found the Dark Commandos, right? Oh boy. It's the portal to the Dark World, to the Shadow Realm. Alright, before I go through here, I actually want to turn around. I want to see what was to the left. This white door. Oh, I can't get up there. That's, or black door, I guess. This needs boost ball, I think. It's a really long path. Oh boy. What are these things?
Reporting to logbook.
Hunter Ing, elite warriors of the Ing Horde. Using shapeshifter, deadly in close combat. Dislikes bright light. Yeah, so does everything in this game. Hello? What is happening? I still don't fully understand, or I shouldn't say understand, I still never remember why you don't like Chrono Trigger. Besides just generally thinking it's overrated. I think there was something about, like, people always say the characters are great and you didn't think they were great or something. That's pretty much it? Okay. Always swinging for your own max HP. What? I don't understand, I guess, but... oh. I mean, that's not always the case, but that's also not different than, like, a million other RPGs. I don't see what's different about that compared to, again, like any Final Fantasy game or something. Like, sometimes you do more, sometimes you do less, but... like, you have... like, strength stats and stuff. Your damage still scales based on, like, your weapon and... your stats, which... Alina in DW4 has, like, I don't know, 250 HP for Necrosaro, and you're swinging for 2 times 100? I guess it's with by-kill, but, like, it's not that different. Want the damage and the enemy max HP divided by 3. I mean, I guess that's... I guess that's a thing? I don't know. Boost ball. Fired 1.51 decacycles ago. 1.51, not just 1.5. Ing biomatter present in subject. Subject was in the final stages of Ing possession when her life signs went critical. Death was fatal to the Ing as well. That's key. How do I get that? I need boost ball to get that, don't I? That's why the enemy just boost balled through the thing. Yeah, FF5 is pretty great. Still haven't played 6. I'll get to it eventually. Boost Guardian. Am I on a time limit for this fight? Am I taking damage? Bow ability grants great speed, can only be damaged in solid form. Find a way to keep it solid. I am not a fan of DQ6. Countess doesn't really like it either, but yeah. 6 is not my thing. And not in solid form, engaging a morph bubble may provide better attack opportunities. Interesting. I've at least beaten DQ6. But I just don't like the I'm not a fan of the class system and the way it works in 6, and presumably 7 also, I suppose. Because I think that's kind of similar, where you just gotta like grind out fights. You can't just like get some metal slimes, or I'm taking 1,000,000 damage here. You can't just like get some metal slimes. You can't really you don't like just naturally get a ton of class levels. It's like you gotta just go grind out a bunch of trash fights. I might die to this guy. Unless I can find a way to, yeah, I am. I was kind of hoping he'd break more of these things down, but his patterns are, when he's in that boost form, are pretty jank. Not to mention, like, taking damage just from, like, being here is real silly. Alright, well, that's the first boss death I've had. Boss is kind of like dumb, but like, I'm not really a fan of how this fight plays, but like the whole morph unmorph thing is cool. It's just, it's like a really awkward area with like the guy bouncing pretty unpredictably, but it's fine. Alright, let's like rescan things before I forget. Also, I'm very sad that there was no ing pun, train ing wheels or something. Yeah, thankfully I didn't really miss much except for the boss. The key, I guess, right? Get our health back up to full. Yes, I went 1 health before full. Oops. I cannot stand the dash control in this game. Like tap to the side and press B. It just like never seems to work. It's so tough because the game like wants you to rely on dashing out of enemies' ways. And cool. I took 1,000,000 damage because as soon as he goes into that orange muck form, you just immediately take 1,000 damage. Oh, he's there, but he's for some reason invulnerable. Hello? Whatever. I really don't. Really don't like this fight. Let's have him just waste 1,000,000 years while we're, like, taking damage. Oh. We're back in the, let's spam bomb phase. What the hell? I swear when he turns into that goop, I'm taking damage, like, way far ahead of his hitbox, it feels like. I guess I kinda get it. But still not a fan of how this fight plays out at all. All right. Okay. Sure. Like, sometimes he's dashing at me directly, in which case, like, it's fine, because I can just drop bombs and, like, if I time it right, they hit him. Other times, he's just, like, dashing against a wall and then bouncing 1,000 times unpredictably. And those are the times that I just can't avoid it. And a lot of times he'll follow that up with, like, turning into, the orange goop. And when he does that, I just, like, I get double dunked from the morph ball, and then that turns into, also taking 1,000 from the orange goo. Just, like, back to back. It's pretty irritating. Like, most of the time this fight seems okay, but every now and then it just, like, does a bunch of damage without really seeming like there's much you can do about it. And you're constantly just, like, taking damage. Just by existing. Alright, let's get this 50 health back. It's not bad, it's just knees have seen better days. I think after I get this guy and get back to the save point, though, I might call it a night soon. Just because I need to find food. But we gotta beat this guy first, so. No, stop. I keep accidentally morphing at the start of the fight. Rescan him again. Oh. Yep. Of course, I try to, try to use super missiles, but no, he's, like, randomly invulnerable. No, don't. Yep, he's going invulnerable again. Okay. Don't waste the supers. Hello? How many times are you gonna bounce? Oh, he's randomly turning into goo even though I didn't hit him. I think that's the biggest point of confusion, is like, sometimes me hitting him is turning him into goo, and then other times he's just, like, turning into goo anyway. And, it's when he randomly turns into goo that I'm getting owned. I also keep thinking, like, I need to unmorph, and I don't. Like that. He turned into goo and I took the damage before he had even spread out all the way. I really want him to take out, there we go, another one of those. I remembered that it force unmorphs you. There's the last of the big HP drops. Hello? How many times are you gonna bounce? Oh, you're turning into goo. I think we got him. That's kind of a silly fight. Like, there's cool aspects to it. I like what they were going for. But some of it was a little jank. Probably, like, one of the best fights so far, though. Like, at least it required a lot more, like, paying attention to patterns and seeing what was going on. Like, I don't love how all of it was executed, but excuse me. But it's still probably, like, the coolest of the fights so far. Oh, come on. Just want to go back to the save point. Always save and such, you know? Come on. camera perspective shifts and it like stops your boosting. Monsters 2 hack that rebalances the game. Very first tournament class, you have to do it the desert. Three enemies out of 9. I don't know what that does. Hostile? Oh. Hustle dance. That's... Are they like one in is it like 2 in one formation and 1 in another, or like all 3 in one group, or 1 in each group, or... Because the distribution of that probably matters a little bit. Yeah, 1 in fight 2 and 2 in fight 3. Alright, well, I'm gonna find food, because I'm starving. I haven't eaten since the ramen I had at like 2. Over 8 hours ago. So I'm gonna go, I think, drive around and see if like Taco Bell or McDonald's or something is open. If I had to wait until midnight, it was fine. I mean, it would be fine, but here's the thing. I don't have to wait till midnight. Well, I mean, I don't know if I have to wait till midnight, I guess, honestly. I don't know when they open. Let me... I don't think their website will even give me, like, holiday hours, but let me see. Let's see if we can find that out first. Taco Bell is closed today. We'll reopen tomorrow. So, Taco Bell is out. Is McDonald's open on Thanksgiving? Here are the fast food chain's hours. It varies by location. Location has its hours listed. Restaurants near me. McDonald's open. Show hours. Hours may vary around holidays. Well, it says it's open. But their hours page says may vary by around holidays. So I don't know. Worst case, I can go to Walmart and get a frozen pizza or something. But I need to eat something. I'm starving, and I'm made some pretty good progress with this. We had a DQ3 run that made it decently far. I think I'm good for the stream for today. Just need a little bit of a break, rest my eyes, walk around a little bit, you know. Good place to call it, I think. We got, what did we get today in this game? We got super missiles, we got boost ball. Where's the inventory? What about a bunch of missiles? I got the dark suit. I got the light beam. I still don't have any visors. It's kind of interesting. What is my total percentages? So I'm at 54% scans, 31% inventory, a little over halfway on the logbook, a little over 2/3 or so on the research. Interesting. I don't know, making pretty decent progress. I'd guess I'm maybe like close to halfway, maybe like, well, I'm gonna say maybe like 40%, but I'm at 31% items, so yeah, probably like 40% through the game, 45% through the game. Over halfway on scans, so maybe more, but I feel like there's going to be more repeat stuff as the game goes on, so it's probably really front-loaded. I think something earlier in the game said that there were 3 temples, but I could be wrong about that. Maybe I'm thinking of the 3 keys, but this means I've started, like I'm partway through the 2nd temple area. There's going to be a 3rd temple, and then there's going to be whatever after that. Turian. So,